Hello friends. So in this video we will talk about this MapReduce practical, which is here in this definition. Design MapReduce algorithm to take a very large file of integers and produce as an output. So the first output should be the largest integer. The second output should be the average of all the integers, and the third the same set of integer but with each integer appears only once. So here we need to show the unique numbers. So these three outputs should be in our MapReduce output. So and here also fourth output also the count number of distinct integers in input. So here we need to give output like numbers and along with the occurrence of that particular number. So this is the objective of our this video. So if you have already installed Hadoop in your Windows, it is okay. And if you are not getting any problem, then it is okay. But if you are getting any problem or you have not set up, then this video is helping you in installing Hadoop 3.3.0 on Windows. It is the best version of Hadoop for Windows. And to set up to set up the Hadoop with Eclipse, to write Java code, MapReduce code with Hadoop. So this video is helping you in setting up Eclipse to Eclipse with Hadoop. So this is the best video I have used for to setting up Hadoop for the Eclipse. So you can go through the description link to set up the Hadoop. So let's understand first the Eclipse code. So I have created the project BDA project 4, and in this I have three files: BDA mapper, BDA reducer, and reducer.java for this practical. Ignore these other files; it is just for the testing. So let's understand first the mapper class. So in this mapper class, I have created the class BD mapper with extends mapper. So this mapper is for the taking functionality of mapper. So we have already seen this that particular video that how to install the libraries of Hadoop. So from that we have imported this mapper class, which is a parent of this BDA mapper, and here we are passing the argument as the key value of this input and the output key value pair. So this output for the reducer and this input we are getting from the file. So here long writable this key value pair, this key as a long writable and value as a text. It is showing that long writable is showing the line of the number of line in which means the line number, and the text is showing the particular value of that particular line. So in every line we are putting only one number. So we are getting this value as only one number using this text, and we are passing the output as a text as a number and long writable which is showing that the occurrence of that particular number. And then we are here creating the global variable tree map. So it is taking key and value. So here key as a string, which is a number, and integer as just storing the occurrence of that particular number. So we need this tree map to store the numbers and its occurrence. So like here for mapper 1, we have this 1 as a 2 times. So this tree map is storing the 1 as a 1 2, and for mapper 2 the 1 for the only one time, so it's storing 1 as a 1, and these two values are passing to the reducer, and in between that it's going something like this 2 and 1. So this is a middleware work, and this is mapper work, this work of mapper. And after that in reducer it's something the output something like this 1 and 3. So this is our output of reducer. So this is the mapper output, this is middleware output, and this is reducer output. So I hope you understand what is use of this tree map. So here we have set up this tree map using this context, and then now we are taking the value as a key this key value and this context. So this is the override method of by for the this mapper class. So this map method, when you write this code, then it's when you con we click control, you can click control O, then it's showing this map method. So here in this map method, we are passing key value and the context for this tree map. And then when we here we checking that if the tmap dot key value contains a key, we are checking that if this particular value, which is our number, is already present in tmap or not. If already present, then we are taking count for already present number, and here we are updating our tmap with this number and the count plus one. So here we are updating count plus one, and if this number is for first time, then we are putting the value as only one because the occurrence is only for one time. And this map method is working for or key value pairs for a particular mapper. So after that, all key value pair for particular mapper is completed, then this cleanup method is started. So it is taking this context, and for after that, for every tree map entry, it's taking the number as a entry dot get key and the value as a this occurrence as a count is equal to entry dot get value, and passing this through the mapper as a new text number and a new long writable count. So this is this for this is the output. So for like for one, this is the output one and two, something like that. You can understand very well. Then this BDA reducer class. So for that, here we need this BDA reducer. We are extending with the reducer. So in reducer, we are taking text and long writable from the mapper, and we are passing the output as a text and the long writable only. So here in this also we are passing text and long writable. So the number and the occurrence of that particular number, and others also which is in our objective. So let's see how it's work. So here we are taking the tree map for this to combine the occurrence of here I am getting the output like this. Okay, so we need out I am getting the input like this, and I need to combine the output in like this. So to combine this, I need a global tree map. This string as a number and long as the occurrence of that particular number. And here I am creating the max value for getting the maximum number out of particular number. Then this unique is there for the total number of unique value numbers, and then count is just total number of numbers. This is total number of unique number, and this is total number of numbers, and this sum is showing the sum of all numbers. So after that, I have set up this tree map, and then this overriding this reduce method, which is input key and iterative long writable. So something like this. So this is this input is something like this, and then this context. So firstly, I am firstly this number is as a key dot to string. So here we converting the text from the text to string, and then the count initially as a 0. This count is counting the number of occurrence of particular this key means the number. So here we are iterating over all values. So and count we are counting with this count variable, and at the same time we are summing up the all numbers. So here we are taking the value means the number multiply with the number of occurrence of that particular number. So means the value is showing the occurrence, and this is showing the particular number. So occurrence plus number. So to get the total sum of this particular number, this sum is showing the total sum of all the numbers. So for that, you can understand if you have some knowledge of programming. And then we are this tree map, in this tree map we are putting the numbers and the count is showing the occurrence of this number. So for this we are putting this count, and we are here count. This cnt is storing the total number of numbers, so we are incrementing with the count, and we are checking for the max variable. If this number is greater than max, then we are putting updating the max. And here we are incrementing unique, because this key for the only one number, so only one increment is happen in unique. So this is the logic of reduce. So I hope you can understand very well. It's a simple logic for any programmer. So, and after that, when all reduce function is completed for one reducer, then for that particular reducer, this cleanup function is starting. Here one thing you need to understand, that for this, like this one key, it is passing to the only particular one reducer. This 1 2 and 1 1 is not passing to the different reducer. It's passing this 2 entirely passing to the only particular one reducer. So we can easily wind up this in this tmap 2. So after that, we are iterating over this mapper, this tree map into the this for loop. And here we are getting the count for the particular count for the particular value. Means the count is showing the value of that particular, means the occurrence of that particular number, and the name is showing that the key numbers particular number. And here we writing to the this context dot write, so key as a number and the long writable as a count, means occurrence of that particular number. And after when all entry is written, then we need to print, because we need to print for output. One is the number and along with the occurrence. So we have completed that particular output. Then we need to print the maximum number. So here we pass input as the maximum number, and the value, means the key as the maximum number and value as the max, our max variable. Here we are updating that particular max variable. Then the average as the key, and the average by, because here we need to average, so sum divided by total number of numbers. So this is the average, and then the total number unique with the unique. So we have updating here unique. So you can understand very well how this is working. Then lastly, the reduce. So here you can understand we are firstly creating the configure class, and we are creating the job which is reduce class. Then we are setting up the mapper and reducer class. Then this sap this mapper output value, and this reducer output value, and after that this file. So because we need to take the file from the command line, we see how this pass to the command line, and after that we are passing to the output. So this is the simple reduce. It's like a complete setup. You need to remember this setup for to write this reduce class. So now see how to write this in command line. So firstly we need to export this. So go to this file, then export, then this jar. Okay, and then this okay, this video mapper project we need to uh, then we need to export and as a jar file. So I am exporting this file to your in this path, and then finish. So okay, so the because I have already done, so it's overriding. So the jar file is created. So let's see the jar. So here you can see the map_reduce.jar is created here. So now let's see how to getting output from the command line. So firstly you need to start the daemons. So I have started the daemon, and then here firstly means you need to upload the text file to the your Hadoop, any folder in your Hadoop, like this 1212221, this like this file. I have already created this file, so I am not showing that here. So firstly let's start. You can start your daemon, start DFS. and start n. After that, you need to create the file, uh, text file or any file, and put the number like this. So I have created the files and upload that particular files in any folder of Hadoop. So I have created in put it that particular file in a prac4 folder, and file name as a prac4. So this is my file, and and we need to get output from these numbers, and showing the outputs like our objective. So firstly, the code for for the same is, uh, I need to run this command line Hadoop jar, and after that this is the path of the particular jar file. Then the combiner class or reduce main class, which is combined to file snapper and reducer. So in our program the file name is reduce.java, so I have written reduce, and then the input file, and then the output file. So make sure that this output file must be unique, not already created in that particular folder. So but after that I'm getting this output. So this is the output, and here the number of slits 1. So this is number of slits, and this our program is running. And after that, when I'm getting the output like this in these two files. One is success, and this part 0 slash part r slash 000, like that. When I am showing this particular file, then the output is something like that. So for one, occurrence of 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 20 to 1, or 200 to 1, 23 to 1, and 2 for double zero, occurrence of 2 for double zero is 2 times. So it's in 2 times, and the max number is 500, and the average is 1313, and the total number of units are the 10. So this is the output of our practical. So I hope that you can understand this practical very well. So if you like this video, then please subscribe our channel for more this type of videos. Thank you.